Hello, we're alive. Hi, everybody. I'm Amanda Call. This is my channel. This is my comic page. This is Age of Night, Chapter 28, page 26. I've been working on this for like 5 streams already. This is the 6th stream, and hopefully it will be the last one. Or rather, it will be the last one. We'll see if we get it finished on the stream or not. Hey, yes, all the rocks. I have made progress on the rocks. Not just work on rocks this stream, though. We're some brush inking. Hey, Hungry. Thanks so much for joining me. So I do have the stuff to continue inking the rocks off to the side here. We will get back to rock inking if we finish all the brush inking, but we're gonna do our brush inking now because I'm tired of rocks, and you're probably tired of rocks. So we're gonna move on for a bit. So I'm gonna get my brush. This is my Winsor Newton Series 7 inking brush. I also have my ink over here. And we are gonna get started on some brush inking because I just need a break from the rocks. So I just loaded up my brush. I've got a little piece of scrap paper where I kind of hone the tip down, but since I'm just getting started, I'm gonna start with just some of these big spot blacks and kind of warm up with just filling them in. Hope everyone is doing well today and had a good weekend. Good week since we all last saw each other. My week ended up being kind of busy, kind of hectic. My kids ended up not having a bus all frickin' week. So I was driving back and forth to school all week, which is just a lot. Yeah, the little X thing, it just helps to remind me that those need to be filled in later because it's a little bit more conspicuous than just a big empty white space. A big empty white space, I can absolutely forget I was supposed to fill in until I go to like scan the page in, and then I'm like, why does that look wrong? And then I realize, oh, wait, there's a big spot here that should have had ink in it and doesn't. The little X is just like a conspicuous enough marker that it's like, oh, yeah, that's right. Fill that in. Don't forget. The X thing is meant to like communicate between when you have like a separate inker and penciler. It's where the penciler wants the inker to know, yes, I want all of this black, but I don't want to waste an hour sitting here filling it in with pencil when you're just going to ink over it. That's silly. And so they just try to make clear like a boundary and just write a little X in it so that the inker knows I want this to be black. That is what I am envisioning here. Obviously, I am my own inker, so that's not really like necessary to communicate my intentions to myself, but it helps to remind myself of what I am doing so I don't get sidetracked and forget, especially with things like these pieces that I work on stream where I'm not working on them over the course of like just a few hours altogether. I'm working on them over the course of lots of single hour sessions over the course of many weeks. And so it would be easy for me to forget that, oh yeah, that was supposed to be black. Because I'll go a week in between work sessions on these pages that I do on stream. All right, we've got a teeny tiny Zeke here. He's so tiny. Tiny enough I probably could have just done him in pen. That might have been a smarter idea. Because he's so small. He's so tiny. I have to concentrate very hard not to mess him up because he's so little. Oh no, I feel like I have to sneeze. Oh no. Okay. Definitely do not want to sneeze mid brush stroke. That would be bad. There we go. Hooray. Tiny little Zeke achieved. Now I have to do a slightly less tiny Baltazar. Trying not to screw up all these tiny little details. Or I guess not even so much screw them up as just like mush them beyond all recognition. Okay, itty bitty Baltazar achieved. Hooray! There he is. He's so tiny. All right, we got our two itty bitty figures done. Let's see, they're so tiny. It's like smaller than my finger. I feel like my camera is a little bit close. We're gonna. Oh! It didn't like that. Stop it! Stop it! What is happening? Oh my! I killed it. Oh no! I killed it. You're fine. Settle down. Why are you having a conniption? Oh my god. Oh, I killed it. I just moved you a little. What is your problem? I'm like, huh. Oh my. Okay. You gonna stop? Well, that was weird. That happened for you guys too, right? That wasn't just on my end. Okay. I angered the webcam, I guess. Okay, it appears to have stopped having some kind of conniption. I wonder if my cable got messed up or something when I moved it. I don't know. It's very weird. Very weird situation. Anyway, like I was saying earlier, so I ended up like having to drive my kids to school all week. That was not fun. It was exhausting. One of my kids' schools is rather far away. So that was a lot of effort all week and it made me very tired. I don't know how anyone drives their kids to school every day, even when school for them is just like very close. I can't. It drives me nuts. I just can't stand it. And I do have to travel fairly far, which does not help. But even if school was close, I don't think I would enjoy having to drive to school and back every day. Like, you have a bus. You have a perfectly good bus. And now this week they like fixed the bus situation, but they had to redo all the bus routes, and so they don't like it's still in those like first couple days of we don't know what we're doing. The route is kind of a mess because no one knows what the new routine is. We were used to one routine and now we're doing something different. Everything's kind of a disaster. No one's figured it out yet, so that's fun. I need to take my sweater off. I'm feeling toasty. Ugh, ugh. Okay. That's better. And then I'm looking forward to this coming weekend. I'm going to have the Bangor Sidewalk Art Festival. I'm very excited for that. That was a lot of fun earlier this summer when I did that. So, this is the fall event. And it should be a good time. It's right in downtown Bangor. They like close down a street and a bunch of different artists all put up their tents and we all sell our stuff. And you got a really cool variety of different work. And they have like live music and crafts and stuff, and it's cool. It's a good time. Hopefully we have decent weather. It's a rain or shine event, so I hope that the weather cooperates. We got very lucky last time in that even though we had really crappy weather like all summer, we happened to catch a good day for it. Come to see me conquer the rocks. Shifting gears for a little bit. I did get a bunch more rocks done. Doing the thing again. Stop. Stop. What are you doing? What on earth is happening? Stop. I made it mad. Oh no. That is weird. I don't know why it doesn't like when I move the paper up. But I got a bunch more rocks done. But we're going to do some brush inking for a bit because I am tired of rocks. We're going to try to get this as close to done as possible this evening, though. If my camera cooperates, it keeps on doing that weird, like, glitch thing. I don't know. Don't know what its problem is. I've had it do it, like, one other time. It was a long time ago now that it started doing that in the middle of a stream. I don't know why. So yeah, this weekend is the Sidewalk Art Festival. And then next weekend is the Bangor Comic and Toy Con. Does it have a Steadicam feature? I don't know if it's attempting to splice the frames and getting confused because of the panels or maybe the rocks. I mean, that could very well be the case. I'm not sure. I'd have to dig around in its settings to see. That might be what the issue is that it's trying to compensate for the very busy visuals and getting confused. Like, oh my god, what are you doing? What is all of this? I think you might be onto something, someone's saying. Because, yeah, it's. I moved it and now it's having a hard time. Stop. I think you might have cracked it. Just to keep my hand on it, maybe that'll help. Yeah, freak out. Yeah, it's being kind of weird. Some of this texture in here. Oh, and to get ready for the Sidewalk Art Festival, I've got to pull some more of my Raven prints. It's very funny. I just did the silver on black Raven prints, the lino cut. I just did like a couple of them because I was like, I don't know if anybody will like this. It's just an experiment. And then I sold like only those at Granite State, and then I got home and people were like, "But do you have more of them? Because I want to buy them." So I put them on my Ko-Fi, and I have sold some on my Ko-Fi shop, coffee shop, however you wanna say it, and I'm like, "Oh, no, I guess I have to print more of these because I guess people liked this version of it." It did come out really nice, I just thought it was really funny, I was not expecting it to outsell the original. So I gotta pull some more of those, get a bunch more stuff in little, like, baggies and boards. Some of these viney bits on the back here. Try to have these convincingly overlapping each other. Because I just kind of drew them as like a mishmash of different shapes. I didn't really think an awful lot about what was going on top of what. So it's time to puzzle that out. There's Jesus Christ. Hey, can you take care of that wasp that just buzzed my head? I don't know. I don't know where it went. Well, I don't know. It was just buzzing around my head and then it went that way. Wasp was just buzzing around my head. I heard buzzing and I thought it was going to be like a fly or something. And I looked up and it's this giant wasp hovering around my head. I don't know. He was literally circling me when I was just standing here. I did nothing to instigate that situation. That was not on me. That was entirely on him. Okay, hopefully he found somewhere to go chill out and will not harass me further. Another relatively small Zeke, not as small as the previous one. Do you guys want to hear a funny story about a wasp? Do you remember the wasp from our wedding ceremony?
No.
You don't remember this? Oh my god. Okay. So, we had an outdoor wedding in August. And since we live in Maine, part of the thing with getting married in August was like, we can have an outdoor wedding and the bugs won't be so bad because usually like there aren't as many mosquitoes or black flies by August. Obviously, like this year was a different situation because the weather was stupid, but generally speaking. And that worked out pretty well. We actually didn't have much in the way of mosquitoes or black flies or anything, but we do still have plenty of like wasps and yellow jackets and that sort of thing in that time of year. So during the ceremony, we're standing outside. Everybody is watching us. We had a pretty good-sized wedding just because we have a crap load of family. Specifically, my husband has a crap load of family. And so there's lots of people there. And we're standing up there, and the officiant is reading the service, doing her thing, and as she's in the middle of doing her thing, this big old wasp lands right on my husband's, like, right on his jacket, like, right next to his tie. And I'm just, like, staring at it, holding his hands, trying not to react, hoping it just flies away, trying to pay attention, mostly watching the wasp. And I can hear my sisters, who were my bridal party, my sisters behind me being like, we're all just staring at this wasp, like, oh no, please just go away. Because, like, I don't want to swat at him. I don't want to, like, react in the middle of the ceremony and make a scene. I don't want it to sting him either. I don't want it to sting me. Just staring at this big old wasp, just crawling around on the front of his jacket in the middle of our ceremony.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that? Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god.
Is he back?
I don't know what this is. It's not a wasp. This is a different. Oh, there's a stink bug. How did you get in here? This isn't the wasp. But I also have a stink bug. Sir, why are you here? What are you doing?
He wants to say hi.
I don't want him though.
Yeah, I've seen it.
He's stinky. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at that little walk. Don't stink my page. Get out of here. Why are you on my desk? Cool. Get. The wasp is still somewhere. I know that that's not him. I know I was not mistaken because it was distinctive wasp flight pattern. Oh yeah, and after the ceremony, my sisters were like, "Oh my god, that wasp!" And I was like, "Oh my god, I know." And what's funny is that when I looked back through, like, like a week later or whatever, when we got the photographs from the wedding, and there's one shot of the two of them making this like very weird face, and I'm like, "Oh, that must have been when the wasp was on Derek's shirt."
No, they just make weird faces at me.
I mean, they do make weird faces at you, but
Mostly because I deserve it.
yes. I do find it kind of funny that did you just like not even notice at the time?
What, wasp?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, you're so oblivious.
Just busy looking at you.
Aw. He said he was too busy looking at me. I don't know if my mic picks him up at all. Probably not, because it's like right in my face. Ah, God, no. Okay, look, get out of here. Now you scared me because you made a sound like a wasp, but you're not a wasp. You need to leave. You can come evict this guy. He just startled me.
Get out of the way.
Sorry, we're removing bug. Bye, bug friend. Go outside. Okay. was doing some weirdness where it was just giving me a bunch of... Needed just a little more ink on it. Balthazar and his fabulous hair. Oh, his fabulous locks everywhere. I'm going to use it to kind of hone my going on his face. Ah, there we go. Lovely, devilish facial hair. Now I've got another bug in here. What is this? Sir, no one invited you. Oh, and you know what else? You know what else is this week, folks? It's Fat Bear Week. I'm so excited for Fat Bear Week. I was watching the live stream of them announcing the bracket last night. I love Fat Bear Week. So excited for all the bears, all the fat bears. Voting starts tomorrow. Gotta vote for your fattest, favoritist bear. I am not a paid shill for Fat Bear Week. I am just a fan. A fan of delightful fat bears. Ah! Now this freaking fly just flew in my face. Come on. Come on. What is this? Get out of here. Why? These dumb bugs. Anyway, if you're not familiar with Fat Bear Week, it's done by I have screens. I don't know how they're getting here. I don't know how. I don't know how they got in here. Just very determined, I guess. Yeah, but if you don't know about Fat Bear Week, you should definitely check it out. It's from explore.org and the Katmai National Park, because they have like a Katmai National Park is in Alaska, and they have this really great salmon run there. And so all of their brown bears, when they're getting ready to hibernate for winter, they have lots and lots of salmon to eat, and they get super fat. And so in the fall, and you get to vote on the fattest bear, your favoritist fattest bear, because they show pictures of, they put up pictures of some of their different bears, because, you know, for like conservation monitoring reasons, all of their bears have like unique identifiers. Mostly they have numbers, but like they end up giving them nicknames too. So the different bears, they take pictures, they take some of the pictures of them in the spring when they just came out of hibernation and they're all skinny, and then they contrast them with a picture of them like from recently as they're getting ready to hibernate again, and you see how fat they got, and some of them have gotten so fat. It's amazing. And then they like vote, people can vote on them, like a system every day. You can vote on one or two bears, and the winner is the fattest bear, Fat Bear Week champion. All right, we've got about 10-ish minutes left in the stream, so I'm gonna do the YouTube things and remind you that I am Amanda Call. This is a page from my comic, Age of Night. You can read Age of Night at ageofnight.com. This is my original fantasy webcomic. There's a new page just about every Wednesday. And so if you go to ageofnight.com, that's AGEOFNIGHT.com, you can read the whole thing for free. But if you would like to support me in making comics, there's some cool ways you can do that. You can buy copies of the comic. on Amazon, on the drive-through sites. So drive-through comics, drive-through fiction, drive-through RPG. It's the first 3 volumes. Volume 4 should be coming out soon-ish. I'm trying to finish it. This is like one of the last pages from volume 4. I'm working on it. I've had a lot of stuff going on though. You can also get digital copies at Skirmisher's website. That's skirmisher.com. You can also become a patron over on Patreon. So that's patreon.com// Age of Night. Patrons get to see all the comic pages a week early. They get behind the scenes peeks at pencils and other stuff that I'm working on, other free comics. Lots of cool perks for supporting me over there. Also, if you enjoy these streams, I do this stream just about every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, where I work on comics, their art, and chat about my process and answer questions and whatever else. So if you like that, you should subscribe to the channel and come join us. How do you love drawing? How much do you love drawing cobbles? Oh my gosh, I'm questioning my decisions. Questioning my decisions about this setting. About why I set things in this place and made it look like this. I feel like this might have been a bad decision. You can also follow me on all the various social media sites. To whatever extent I'm actually active on them, you can usually find me at either Age of Night or Amanda Call Art. And I will be at the Bangor Sidewalk Art Festival this weekend in downtown Bangor, Maine, with comics and art. And then the following weekend, I'll be at Bangor Comic and Toy Con, also in Bangor. And that's at the Cross Center. I'm going to finish his beard, and then I think we're going to be done for this evening. Hopefully that wasp doesn't come back out of hiding this evening. I remembered as I was, like, thinking about it that I actually saw him in here earlier this afternoon, and I tried to get him to go out the door. Like, I opened the door, and I tried to, like, gently nudge him in that direction, and he instead, like, flew into a pile of crap and just, like, just assorted studio junk, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Stay in here then, I guess. I'm not gonna, like, chase you." So, I don't know when he got in, but he's been in here for a little while today. All right. Well, that's going to do us for this evening. I think that's going to be it for streams of this. Look at this. Look at this bug. This bug just hanging out on my page. Look at that. He's just hanging out. Why? All right, that's going to do it for this evening. That's probably going to do it for this page for streams. We'll work on something else next week. It's time to move on. I'm going to finish this one off stream. But thanks, everybody, for coming in and hanging out this evening. It is almost done. It is the rocks. The rocks just took their camera. Stop, camera. The rocks are killing my brain, killing the camera. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me. I will see you next time. Bye.